I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Eric Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. I'd like to welcome Cheri Valentina. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, thank you for being the first guest in the new year. Thanks for coming on.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Please introduce yourself to everybody.
Okay, hi, my name is Cheri Valentina, or just Val. I usually just go by Val. I am a kind of comfy, kind of chaotic VTuber who plays a variety of different games, mostly Minecraft. And my New Year resolution is to get into ASMR and more types of streaming this year, other than just games.
Well, you definitely
Yeah.
have the voice for it. That there isn't any doubt on that. Imagine people are telling you left and right, you got to do this, you got to do this.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But so when did you get started with content creation, VTubing?
I didn't get really serious with it until like last March, but I started VTubing I think like right when I graduated high school a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I got into Gargura and like Hololive after COVID.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wow, I want to do that. And at the time, they didn't really have customizable models or pre-made models.
Yeah.
So I saved up all of my college money and I commissioned to get a VTuber model, which I actually haven't had rigged until like last year.
Yeah.
Because I spent all my money getting VTuber art, and then I was like, oh wait, I have to get rigging too, because I literally had no idea how it worked.
That's oops.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's how that works. Okay.
Well, so is this model all your ideas put together, or did you have somebody come up with the idea and you approved it?
My model was designed by my art mom. Her name is @Tweety_Leah with 2 A's on Twitter. She messaged me one day because I was like, I'm looking for someone to make me a VTuber model, and I had like a PowerPoint with like, this is my lore and these are all my references. And she messaged me and she was like, here's my examples. I would like to work with you. And so we worked together, and I think she did a perfect job, like taking my ideas and putting them like into like an actual like VTuber like model and stuff. So yeah, it's kind of like a mix of my ideas and her ideas.
You know, sometimes you see folks with models and avatars that are nice, but don't always reflect the voice and how they say things. But your model reflects it perfectly.
Oh, I'm glad that someone thinks that, because I don't feel like I fit my VTuber model. When I first started streaming, I was very like, I guess a good way of explaining it is my first viewers were like, you're a hag. And I was like, I'm what do you mean a hag? And they were like, you have that like mature lady energy, because you were just like very calm and very like demure and like elegant. And I was like, me? and I was like, oh, okay. And so when I came back like last March to really lock in on streaming, I was like, okay, I need everyone to know I am not a hag, and there's nothing wrong with being a hag VTuber. It's just I can't even legally drink yet, so I was like, oh, me. No, that can't work. So now I'm kind of going for like a Gat Moe kind of thing, where it's like, oh, what a cute princess, and I cuss like a sailor sometimes.
But when you start cussing like a golfer, then you've really got it down.
Yeah, exactly. That's the vibe I'm going for.
Well, I think that's funny that they think that they're throwing shade at you, but it's like, you sound so elegant and mature and balanced. Like,
I
so
know.
what's
They're
so
like, this is such a good compliment, and I'm like, you really think I'm old? How old do you think I am? And so I was like, oh gosh. And so I kind of embraced being a Zoomer a little bit more. Uh, that's my vibe.
So you followed Gura and that bunch to start with. I got to ask because
Huh?
you brought her up
Yeah.
when the split happened. How did you take that?
Oh, I actually don't watch Gargar anymore. I watched her in like, well, she was like the first VTuber I saw when I was like, I don't know, like 14.
Ah,
And she was playing Project Diva Mega Mix.
mm-hmm.
I don't know. She's playing one of the Vocaloid games,
Right.
like rhythm games, and I was like, "That's so cool!"
Yeah.
Because I just got that game for Christmas or something. And so little kid me was fascinated. But I watched her for a little bit, but then I moved on to other VTubers.
Okay.
From Hololive, I really like Fauna. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I was devastated about her split.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Yeah.
I
They also
found this other cool VTuber
yeah.
named Nimi Nightmare. So
Yeah.
yeah.
She seems kind of familiar, but
Hmm.
it really it's good to see people able to keep going in one way or another. Um,
I think so too.
yeah, and I hate to say this because I'll probably make people angry, but that's okay. I'm old. Um, they seem happier.
Yeah, I feel like people forget that, like, outside of VTubing, people will move on from, like, other jobs and, they're not gonna stay with the same thing for, like, 10 years or, like, for the rest of their lives. I mean, a few people might,
Mhm.
but, that's just kind of how life is. Everyone moves on and things change, and something that might have been a good fit for someone 2 years ago, 2 years later may not be a good fit for them then.
Yeah,
So, it's okay.
yeah, and things change around those situations too that we don't know about. So it's
Exactly.
none
A
of
lot
our
of
business.
VTubers are anonymous.
Yes,
The reason.
yes. Well, for the most part, I mean, you're still kind of getting trying to be if you're going to be like a full-time VTuber, you have to have some sort of out there. People know enough about you to want to spread the word to others, and you're going to be a little bit more well known all the way around, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so too.
yeah. So when you started getting a few folks coming back, was that affirming to you? Was it scary, or was it both?
Um, it was both little kid me, and I mean like really little kid me. I was probably like 7.
Uh-huh.
One of my first like things that I watched was like a Minecraft YouTube video. I know exactly which video it is. I watched that and I I showed up to class like a while later and they were like, "Okay, everyone share what your dream job is." And people were like, "I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a rock star." And I was like, "I want to be a Minecraft YouTuber." And so I realized very quickly as an adult, hey, I actually don't like editing. I don't want to edit videos. I want to be a streamer instead because that saves me the pain of editing videos. So I picked VTubing as my medium, and
well,
now I like to do
well, the great thing
Minecraft
about that
videos.
is you don't have to edit. The thing that's not so great about it is you have no safety net.
Yeah, there's really not much of a safety net. It's kind of scary, but I think I've managed well enough, and I've grown. I mean, it's a small community, but it's a very nice and supportive community.
Yeah,
And I don't know. Yeah, there's no safety net, but that's okay.
yeah.
It's high risk,
Oh,
maybe high reward.
well, yeah. I mean, it is that, but it also doesn't really allow you a chance to take back. I mean, when you go out there, it's very much you in the moment and how you're going to react to something. It's not staged. It's not written out in front of you to do. It's your reactions as something happens.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm not worried about saying like something horrible that gets me canceled because I don't have anything horrible to say that'll get me canceled. Um, and I don't know.
We're
I
still
I don't
early
know.
in the
This is
interview yet, you know.
yeah. I'm not really worried about that. I think I don't know. This is kind of a hard take, but I think cancel culture, uh, especially in VTubing, is maybe a little bit overdone
Mm,
in my opinion.
mm.
And I feel like there's a lot of unnecessary drama. So I just don't really engage with it, and I don't really care.
Well,
Um,
yeah, I mean,
and I
it's
just do my own thing.
there's just there's a lot of people looking for it, and they're like, and I had this when I was in radio for 100 million years, that there are people who are standing there, and the only reason they're listening is to hear you say something so they can jump on it, and
Yeah,
and that's how they get their jollies, and they get to feel big and special by basically not doing anything other than you know throwing mud in other people's Cheerios. I mean, that's
yeah,
how they enjoy themselves. But um, you've been able to avoid that for the most part, right?
yeah. Well, recently I've been more active on Twitter because I have my VTuber debut tomorrow.
Oh
Um,
yes.
That'll be past probably by the time this is released.
Uh,
But I've had some people that like I don't know, try and start drama and I think I have pretty thick skin. I mean, my community knows I'm actually quite sensitive and I do cry like over like good things that happen, but when bad stuff happens, I think I'm pretty good about having thick skin about it, especially random strangers saying mean things to me on the internet.
mm.
Like I had someone um edit one of my tweets to be a not safe for work tweet, and I was like, "Why would you do that?" And I just kind of like blocked them and reported them and moved on with my life. Or someone replied to like one of my posts with an AI image, and I just kind of blocked them, and I was like, "Go commission a real artist." And that was the worst situation because that person ended up joining my Discord and was like, "You should die." And I was like, "Oh, but that's not something you should say to people." So I just banned them and I moved on. I was like, "Don't do that, guys."
Yeah.
And everyone was like, "Oh no, that oh my god, we're so sorry." And I was like, "Ha ha ha. It's okay, guys. I actually like really don't care about what a stranger on the internet tells me."
Yeah.
So I'm glad I have that thick skin. And I think I would be mostly unbothered
That's good.
by that.
That's good. Because
Yeah.
yeah, because there's always going to be somebody going to try, and there's usually and you know I have to say from experience because I was in radio for 35 years, and yeah, yeah, and so and doing things like sports talk shows.
Oh no, not the sports.
Yeah, for teams that don't win any games, that type of thing. So,
Yeah.
yeah, you tend to lose a lot of skin very quickly in something like that. But, it's there's just people out there who really aren't going to enjoy themselves unless they're bringing somebody else down. And
Yeah.
you just kind of you can handle it whatever however way you want, but just realize that that's not the majority of people listening. And they're not the audience you want to start with anyway. Um, That's you want your audience to be a part and interact with. Have you been able to do that really, and get a good group of people that you can kind of trust to interact with?
Oh, I have a very lovely group of people. I have a couple of my friends that I've made in the VTubing community, and they're all very sweet. I only have like I don't know, maybe like 10 friends that I like regularly engage with or acquaintances, but they're all very sweet and I have had like zero issues with any of them. And then I have a very loving community that is super nice and we have some jokes and I do have a couple of them that like like playfully bully me as
Yeah,
like Twitch chat bullies the streamer type of stuff.
yeah,
But for the most part, it's not so bad. And if anyone does say anything mean to me, I'm like, that hurt my feelings. And they go, oh, sorry. So we all have a good head on our shoulders. And I think that is exactly the type of community I want.
yeah, yeah,
And I think other people should have.
yeah, yeah. That's kind of the ideal situation, and working from there. But it also sounds like a community that you've built from a good platform where it wasn't something where you got a bunch of people from a raid and did something different to have them stick with you, that did it kind of grow naturally?
Oh, yeah, it grew naturally. I
Yeah.
share about half my audience with one of my friends, but I think it's just because we have really good chemistry on
Mm.
stream together that we have a lot of overlap with each other. Um, but most of my audience has come from like raids, or they're just like, I saw you in my recommended, so I decided to watch you.
Yeah.
Um, I haven't had anything like huge happen
Hmm.
where like a million people rained down and then I grabbed as many as I could. They all just kind of came by and were like, I think you're cool. And I think it helps that I'm pretty consistent with what I stream. I stream Minecraft like 80% of the time.
Yeah.
And so most of my community is like, I know exactly what I'm coming for. I know exactly what I'm going to get. And from what I've asked them, because I'm like, what do you guys want from me? And they're just like, more comfy streams, please.
Yeah.
So I provide, um, and in exchange, I get a cool audience.
Yeah. Yeah. You provide what they want, and they provide what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. It certainly it is a feed, one hand scratches the other's back, that type of thing. It works out pretty good. Now, Minecraft, um, is if you keep continuing to play Minecraft after all this time, it's got to be mods and everything else into it. It's not regular vanilla Minecraft, is it?
I bounce around with what I play. I've been playing Minecraft since I was like 4. And it's been like 16 years of just
Oof.
playing Minecraft. I love to play Minecraft. I've been playing it since it like first came out. But I play everything. I do modded Minecraft. I recently did hardcore Minecraft, but that was just vanilla.
Yeah.
Um, we have a joke that I have something called stone pickaxe syndrome, which is where I don't get past a stone pickaxe because I'll go find a different mod pack. But they bullied me so hard about this. I have actually broken that bad habit and I have fixed it and I don't have that issue anymore. So my chat can 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 bask in my glory or something. I don't know. They can eat it.
They can bask in my glory, or they could just eat it.
They can eat it, yeah. I'll show them, and I really did. So, yeah, we just play Minecraft. I've done a couple of community servers. I've done a Minecraft event with yeah, and then, I've played on, like, my friends' Minecraft servers, and I've done single player worlds. I've really done all of it. I just like to play Minecraft. I'm a
Yeah.
simple gal.
My grandson has Minecraft set up. He's 9. He mostly does the sandbox stuff. Um, Not into the actual game itself yet, but he kind of kicked me off, um, because I don't know how to do anything in Minecraft. So
Yeah.
when I got into his server, all I could do was beat his sheep to death, and
Yeah.
he didn't seem to like that. So he's like, "Papa, you can't play anymore."
What? Yeah, I play Minecraft every now and then with my nephews. They're like pretty young, like less than like 8.
Yeah.
And one of them is super into Minecraft. And so he's like, Val, can you get on Minecraft? Val, I want to show you this new thing in Minecraft. And I have to act surprised every single time because I'm like, these are the ancient texts that you're telling me. I know the ancient texts. And he's like, I learned how to do this thing in Minecraft. I'm like, that's great, buddy. I had no idea. Wow, I'm gonna do that next time. Or he just runs around, he blows everything up on our Minecraft server, and I'm like, okay,
Yep.
thanks.
Yeah.
Yep, yeah.
Watch me, watch me, watch me.
And they're like, watch this, and I'm like, my house, you just blew it up.
But,
Good times.
the great thing about having the young folks be able to do that in a sandbox is that they get to enjoy the building part of it and the creative part that way. Um,
Yeah. I
see,
think it's a good way to make like let kids like explore their creativity and stuff without like the pressure being like, oh, I'm gonna have to clean up this mess or something.
yeah,
Well, I worked at a daycare for a while, and one of the issues was like we were like we want the kids to be creative, and they're like, because that's like a very important part of like children's development is
Right.
letting them be creative and experiment. But
Right.
it ggets messy if they play with like crayons or markers or paint.
Glue.
Glue. Oh god, glue. Minecraft is a good way. I mean, granted, kids should like go outside and play and touch grass too, but they can build things in Minecraft and stuff without like the fear of like I'm gonna have to clean this up. So it's a good rainy day activity, I think.
Yeah, and less glitter all over the floor and everybody's hair and clothes. That
Yeah,
just
exactly.
that you'll never be able to get out.
Yep.
I know how that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so for you, so Minecraft is by far your number one. Um,
Oh, Minecraft has been number one
yeah,
forever.
yeah. So if I was to say you can't stream Minecraft anymore online,
Oh no.
first of all, after you stop crying, what would be
Uh-huh.
what would be your next in line?
uh Next in line, if I couldn't stream Minecraft anymore. Um uh-oh. I actually don't know. I think I would just become a variety streamer for a bunch of other comfy games. I recently got a beta test a game called Petite Planet, which, if you know what Animal Crossing is, it's
Right.
kind of like Animal Crossing,
Hmm. Yeah.
and it's a little, it's more in depth. I think it's made by the people that made Genshin Impact, if you know what that
Oh,
is. Yeah, and
it's a
so
it's a
all
cross between
it's
Animal Crossing and Genshin Impact.
well, kind of.
Mm,
It has like the art style of Genshin,
mm-hmm.
but everything's like a cute animal.
Mm.
But it does follow the Animal Crossing of like you have these animal villagers and you get to build them houses and stuff. But it puts its own twist on it where instead it's like a planet and you like level up their friendship and then you get these cool orbs that change how the planet. Like, it's a really good game. You
Oh,
should look at it when it
I,
comes out.
I definitely
But
will. But I got to watch it because
yeah,
I get hooked on these games and I never give them up. I mean, like you're hooked on Minecraft. For me, it was
oh
Stardew
yeah.
Valley, and I just
Oh, I love Stardew.
and right now the computer I have it on is not working, but it also is
No.
holding my like 35 to 40 save files.
Oh. That's so many save
It
files.
is. I spend hours and days and months on them, and I'd start off one, finish it to 100%, and then start another one immediately afterwards. And
Do you play Mice Stardew or just like vanilla?
just the regular, just the regular.
Oh,
But
oh man.
when I started playing it, they didn't have the island. Um, they didn't have the movie theater. They didn't have. You couldn't marry all the people you can marry now. You could plant
Oh,
you could plant trees in people's houses, which was pretty hilarious. Um, it was very early on yet in the thing,
yeah.
so that was something I took advantage of. It was really funny to put trees in Pam's house so she couldn't do anything, and she was kind
I,
of my enemy.
yeah, I think I play comfy games. I haven't actually streamed Stardew Valley because it's like a game. Uh, it's kind of like, people have like their 2 week Minecraft phase and they play for 2 weeks and they come back to it like
Hmm.
a year later for another 2 week Minecraft. That's how Stardew Valley is.
Hmm.
Stardew Valley is my Minecraft.
Yeah.
So I come back to it every like once a year, every 2 weeks. I play it and I put it down and I don't come back to it for another year.
Oh
But
yeah.
it's a really good game. I
Yeah.
like it. I just think I'd be a comfy streamer.
Yeah.
And I'd probably play. Oh, Fields of Mystria is one that I'm really into. I like the fat cows. They look so cute. It's kind of like Stardew Valley.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cute.
Now,
I've.
is there
Oh,
a
go
game
ahead.
you like that we would be surprised by?
Oh, I have an Overwatch addiction. It's bad. I'm addicted to playing Overwatch too. I don't like to play shooter games or hero shooters very often. Like I tried to play Marvel Rivals and it was okay, but I love Overwatch too, and I think that might be kind of surprising to people because I'm like, I hate when people are mean to me on the internet and I hate stressful games, but there's just something about Overwatch 2 that I am just addicted to.
I could hear it in your voice. I could hear the little extra, the little extra strain in your voice, like, oh, Overwatch, I gotta play
Oh,
Overwatch.
Overwatch. I need to get my loot boxes. They added a gambling feature. You can get loot boxes now if you play a certain amount of games every week.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
yeah, I think that fuels the addiction.
yeah. Now you wouldn't be looking into like gotcha games, would you?
Oh, I think this is a safe story to share. I used to be super into Genshin Impact. I would play that like every day,
Hmm.
8 to 10 hours a day.
Oh,
During COVID, I
mm,
was addicted. I
yeah.
played so many hours, and I made a friend on Genshin Impact, and we were really good friends. And then that friend was like, "I have a crush on you," and I was like, "It's not mutual." And then they doxed me,
Oh,
and they tried to show up at my house, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And so I deleted Genshin, and I haven't been able to play like gotcha games,
oh,
like the like ones where you like get heroes and you
right.
gotcha gamble for them and then you fight with them because it reminds me of those days and it
Ah,
leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
oh yeah, I can imagine. So that's just creepy beyond belief. And
Yeah,
to have that happen to you, I don't think people realize when you're in a situation where you're kind of banking on at least some anonymity as you're doing these things. To have that all
yeah,
just kind of crash around you because one person is
yeah.
has gone around the bend, it's
I wasn't even streaming at the time. This is before I had even started streaming. So
oh,
I was just like helping out in like one of those like community Discord servers for
mhm,
like a game where everyone's like, "We love this game." And then people are like, "Let's help each other with the quest in the game." And so I was doing that and I like helped this one person and they're like, "Let's be friends." And a little kid me, well, I don't know, I was like a teenager. Teenager me was like, "Okay." And I didn't really know any better.
mm,
And and then it didn't go good. And I think that pushed me to go toward VTubing because I think I would have just been a faceless or maybe even a webcam streamer. But with VTubing, I was like, oh, you guys actually don't need to know anything about me.
yeah,
It's okay.
yeah. It's it does provide that little bit of cover. Um,
Yeah,
that um, hopefully, I would say most people know that that's the main borderline there. Don't
yeah.
unless the person behind that curtain is inviting people over. Don't go over that line,
No,
sort of thing.
exactly.
Yeah,
Please respect people's boundaries on the internet. And if you are a person on the internet, please practice internet safety. I did not practice internet safety when I was younger, and it definitely uh bit me back. And I was like, "Whoa, I
yeah,
didn't think this was real or that it could happen to me." So please
yeah.
practice internet safety.
Well, but what brought you back? I mean, that would scare the shoes off me and other things too. But how?
Yeah.
What did you have to overcome it after a while, or did you just jump back in the saddle?
Uh, I jumped right back in. It happened on Discord, so I deleted my Discord account and then I made my current day Discord account, and I was like, "Well, let's move on. Time to go." And so I just kept going
Mm,
because people can be strange sometimes on the internet, but I don't really care. Like no one on my current account knows like my real name or anything, so there's no way like the person I had problems with before could find this account, and there's no way like people that know me on this current account could find like my real life stuff unless I accidentally dox myself,
yeah,
which
don't
I
do that.
haven't done yet.
And don't do that. I actually have, and I've told this to some folks before. In the first 50 interviews I did, I had two
Yeah.
different people actually say their actual birth name on the interview
Oh,
by accident.
yeah.
And they didn't believe me until I played it back for them.
Oh. Oh, I think I've done a good job not accidentally leaking my name. I think it's because when I hear my name, I kind of cringe because I'm like, ugh, why are you saying that? You're not supposed to know that. So I don't say it.
So,
Um,
have you gotten to the point where you'll have more people. You'll more respond to Val than your actual name.
Oh, absolutely. People, I'll be out in public and people will be like, Val, or they'll be talking about Valorant, and I'm like, they don't know I'm a VTuber, and they'll say like Val, like Valorant, and I'll be like, what? And I'll be like, oh, sorry guys, I really like Valorant, which is not true because I really hate Valorant. So I have to lie.
Oh, Valorant.
Liar.
Oh, okay. Yes, I was.
Valorant, yeah, I know that one.
I'm really, really interested in Valorant. Please don't
Really,
mention it
really
again.
interested in that game. Yeah.
Is there a game that you've tried, whether it be streaming or not, that you've
Yeah.
absolutely started and wanted to, just destroy whatever it came in on? It was so bad.
Valorant. When I first started streaming, I was in a friend group and they were all like FPS kind of gamers, and I was like, yeah, yeah, and they were like, let's play Valorant because your name is Val, and I was like, yeah, yeah, and so I downloaded this game and I'm like, no, I don't want to play anymore, because they were they were like, oh, you should because my voice is like a little bit higher pitched. They were like, you should pretend to be an e-girl and talk to these random men on the internet. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. No, no.
That's
And
exactly what I
so
don't want to do.
I do not want to talk to strangers on the internet. No, especially in FPS games, it's so scary.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so yeah, and so I was like, I'm not a fan of this. But then I tried to play it on stream a couple times. It wasn't any good, but I did this thing called Val on Val, which is me on Valentine's Day on Valorant, and it was funny, but I was not having fun. So definitely not one of my best streams, but it was also one of my first streams. So
Yeah.
it's like, wow, I think this is kind of good, but also like,
Well,
oh,
you could still do that, but it'd be Valentina on Valentine's Day on Stardew Valley.
that is so much better, and you just saved me having to figure out what I'm gonna do on Valentine's Day when I stream.
Yes.
Thank you. My hero. I'm literally putting that in my notes right now.
Writing in big, giant Sharpie pen. This
Yeah.
is Valentine's Day. This is what we're gonna do. It's yeah. There's a few games that I've played over the years. Of course, my gameplay goes back to Pong. So,
What is Pong?
Pong is basically the first home video game with
Oh,
the two paddles, and you're playing a version of tennis. Bonk,
we have an
bonk.
OG gamer.
Oh yeah, I'm at this age. I'm about an OG everything.
Oh,
Yeah,
so cool.
we actually had a Pong console in our house, which was
Uh,
pre Atari for the most part, Atari 2600 early games, which was really fun. And I really would like to I still want to get a VTuber tournament of Pong because I don't think any of you young whippersnappers could even figure out how to play it.
I believe in us. We are the tech generation. Well, actually, some of us are a little bit older. I'm in the tech generation, and I believe in the millennials and Gen Z as a whole to figure it out, and we would like to participate.
Where's the loot boxes? How come
Where are my loot boxes? I scored 10 times.
there's no gun.
Where's the reload button?
I'm
Where are my shaders?
I'm casting spells, but nothing is happening. Nope, there's just a
Yeah,
knob. That's all you
I think
have.
that would.
I think it would be pretty hilarious from that.
I have some friends that are like a little bit older than me,
Uh-huh.
like in their like late 20s or 30s or early 30s,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yeah, and then they're like, my first console was insert random console here, and I'm like, my first console was a 3DS, and they're like, what? And they take psychic damage.
Yes.
So I I get so much joy from that. I'll be like, "What is that?" Like, one of my friends, she was like, "Yeah, my first game crush was the girl from Tomb Raider," and I go, "What's Tomb Raider?" And she was like, "Huh? You don't know what Tomb Raider is?" And I was like, "I'm sorry." So it's part of my brand now. I make people take psychic damage because I kind of grew up under. I grew up really sheltered, but
Yeah,
like not sheltered at the same time.
yeah.
So I don't know what a lot of things are, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah, I'm at the point now where people do retrospectives of games, like retro things, and I'm like, I played that.
oh no, no,
I
it's
played on
okay.
television. It's not that bad.
It's okay. We're gonna get there one day. But
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I have nephews that are really young, and I'll be talking to them, and I'll be like, blah 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 blah, and they'll be like, I don't know what that is, and I'm like, am I old? Is, am I old now? Oh no.
Wait a minute,
Uh,
my hip. I gotta check my hip. Make sure it's okay.
yeah,
Oh,
I don't know.
I've got now with the grandson, and he's into Super Mario games. And there's one where you can play against somebody else in Mario. And of course, being the good grandfather that I was at the time, I would let him
Yeah.
win. And he finally turned to me and says, "Looks like I own you, Papa."
Oh,
And then it was time for young man to learn.
it was time for him to learn.
Yes.
He
You're
is
playing
gonna
against
get.
somebody who beat the original game, okay?
You're playing against an OG right
That's
now.
right.
Uh,
That's right. And after I thoroughly kicked his little behind, he shut the game thing
uh-huh.
off. Let's play something else.
Yeah, let's find a new game. Grandpa, have you played Fortnite yet?
Yes. Oh yeah,
Oh no.
I'll beat up your sheep. That's what I'll do.
Yeah, we're gonna get your sheep. Yeah, I don't know. I always worry about people being like, "I guess I'm old now," and it's like the worst feeling to me because I'm like, "You're not old, you guys. You're not like senile yet. Okay, when you have to like go to a home, then you're old."
Yeah.
And so it's literally like my life mission to try and convince my chat and stuff. They're like, "Oh, I'm 25. Guess I hit Unc status," and I'm like, "No, no, you're okay. You're not old yet. We have." And so it's like the most distressing thing ever because I don't want to think about being 25 and being like, guess I'm old now. I don't want to think about that. So I don't think you'll get old until like I guess you could say you're like quote unquote old if you're like 50, but I really don't think you're old until you have to go to a home and you need someone to like, take care of you once you hit that age. That's when you're actually old.
Well,
Okay, everyone has time.
someone asked me, are you 18 plus? I said I'm 18 plus 18 plus 18 plus 6.
Oh, I'm 18 squared.
I'm 18 times, okay?
18
there's
times. Yeah.
there's no doubt about that. So, is there is there something you would like to have streamed that you haven't done yet? Or
Oh,
type of
I
stream?
wanna stream ASMR. I'm literally bouncing off the walls because um I had a nice connection made in December. I worked really hard to network and I got a free Halo mic shipped to me and I'm waiting for it to get delivered and I'm literally bouncing off the walls and I'm like, I need it so bad. I want to make ASMR. I want to
Oh,
do ASMR and I have so many ideas and
oh,
stuff.
well, I mean, you got the instrument for it. Let's face it. I mean,
Thank you.
you'll be able to do that right away. So, do you want to do the sounds, or do you want to do scripts, or what do you want to do with it?
I think the scripts are the most interesting to me. I think, I mean, obviously, like making the sounds and stuff seems pretty cool and like a fun, like kind of like art or like science to figure out.
Hmm.
But I really like script writing. I've always been super into writing. I love D&D.
Yeah.
Um, so I think those would translate well into scripts for ASMR and stuff.
Oh
So I'm
yeah.
really excited to try it.
So, are you going to start with pre-made scripts, or are you going to try to make your own as a writer?
Um, I think I would do better on my own.
Mm.
I don't know, I read a couple ASMR scripts to, like, do practice and stuff, and I'm like, "Ooh, I don't know about this one," or, like, I'm like, "I would change it like this and stuff," but I don't wanna take somebody's script and then change it, like,
Mm.
'cause I don't think that's allowed. That feels like stealing.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just put in my own effort and do it myself.
Darn your ethics.
Yeah, I like having ethics.
I sold mine on eBay. Um, well, if you're in radio, radio and ethics never really got along.
Oh, I'm so sad.
It is. It is. Sooner or later, you're going to have to sell something if you're in radio,
Yeah,
especially these days. That's why I'm not in it anymore. Um,
yeah.
among other reasons. Would you say that, or even did you really even have a goal when you started, and have you hit that goal?
Um, it's kind of selfish, but I like to be a full-time streamer. Like I said, this has been like little kid me's goal, and I haven't really been interested in much besides that. I'm not at the point where I could stream full time.
Hmm.
I really want to work hard this year so that I can stream full time.
Yeah, yeah. And is
Yeah.
it? Do you have a timetable for that, or is it just whenever it happens, it happens?
Um, Whenever it happens, it happens.
Mm.
Um, I I don't know. I Last year my goal was just to get comfortable streaming and being myself. I kind of struggled, like I mentioned before. I was like, I need to play the part of being a princess VTuber.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be very not myself, and then I switched to be more myself, and I experimented with what kind of content do I like, what kind of content do I not like.
Yeah.
Um, and I kind of figured that out, and I think I really like figured out how I want to like brand and market myself.
Mm.
And then next year is actually going to be like implementing that because I'm going to be starting strong with my debut,
Yeah. That debut.
working hard.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and we're
Yeah.
actually going to have this out tonight. The interview. It'll be done and
Oh,
ready to go. So we can talk about the debut coming up on the 3rd, which is
on the 3rd.
yes. So folks, if you're listening to this before January 3rd, what time is the debut?
It's at 2 p.m. PST, and it'll be on YouTube and Twitch
2
on
p.m.
Cheri
Sorry,
Valentina.
2 p.m. PST, and those of us in the good time zone, which is the central time zone of the U.S., that's much
It
easier to
is
figure out.
5 p.m.
It'll be 4 p.m.
Oh, 4 p.m. I don't
Yeah,
know time zones.
yeah. Eastern is 5 p.m. So Eastern 5 p.m.
Yeah,
And then the Mountain time zone, which I don't even know anybody that actually lives in that night time zone. It's three.
I know 2 people that live in the mountain time zone. That is 3 p.m.
It's 3 p.m. And of course, check out your your time buddies around the world, as the audience is. Your audience is everywhere. And how does that make you feel? That there are people in other countries that are tuning in to hear you.
I think half of my audience is European. I love my European audience.
Yeah.
Um, but like I don't know. It's a really cool thing because I'll like say something. I've said some really dumb things. Like I was like, "Is baking an American thing?" And my entire chat was like, "What is wrong with you?" And I was like, "I don't know. I just isn't baking an American thing because we use like cups and stuff." And they had to tell me that, uh, you know, they use the metric system outside of America, which I knew, but I just thought in baking, we didn't use the metric I don't know. I really don't have some
Mm.
good moments where my brain just turns off and I'm like, "Oh." But I learned a lot from my audience. Shout out to all my Europeans out there. I have a lot of British and German and
Yeah.
Italian viewers, and I think they're all so silly and cool.
Yeah. It's
And
it's really amazing how this particular medium allows you to shrink the planet, but make your world bigger at the same time.
yeah, I learned so much from everyone,
Yeah.
and I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Yeah. So when you hit this coming up tomorrow, and it's a new debut of Val.
Yeah.
Um, and folks show up, and things are going really, really well. Have you got a secret plan that you're going to bring in? Are we?
Yes.
Yes. I'm not going to ask you what it is,
Okay.
but I'd say it's a secret. It's a secret plan. So Val's got something up their sleeves here. So be ready.
Yeah.
It's I've been able to watch some of your some of your stuff before, and it's a it's a breath of fresh air. It really is. Um,
Oh, thank you.
to listen to, and you just sound like you're having so much fun with it.
I am literally always having so much fun. I love streaming. I'm a very sleepy person. I get tired very easy. I'm not sure why, but I have to sleep like 10 plus hours a day, which
Oh,
is significantly more than the normal person.
I
Um,
think you're getting my average out because I'm going like 4 or 5 hours a day for the most part.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
My God.
Well, I worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I sleep a lot, and so I can't stream as often as I like to because I am an introvert. I'm pretty introverted, and my social battery goes down.
Yeah.
When I'm around a bunch of people, and it's like I'm gonna be a big streamer that's around. Like well, not like huge, maybe like 200 people tops. I think is how much I could handle.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm like, I gotta stream around like all these people, and then uh, I get tired after I stream for like 4 hours, and then I'm like, okay, well, I gotta go to bed, guys. I'm exhausted, and
You
my
know,
social battery is drained.
streaming for 4 hours, you still have to talk for 4 hours for one thing, and
Yeah,
the voice isn't made for that. Even radio disc jockeys back in the day would go 3 hours at a time,
yeah,
and they could pause every 3 minutes because of the records they were playing. So
yeah.
to do that constantly and also try to keep up and you don't have this situation anymore, but there are some folks who are doing a character for 4 hours at a time. I mean, good gravy. People don't even do that on TV shows. Um,
Yeah,
that you're really putting yourself through a lot. And if they can do it, fine. But it seems like now you caught it in your wheelhouse, and it's that you've become comfortable with it, and your attitude seems really good for continued success.
oh, thank you.
Yeah.
My voice does get like strained and stuff. I drink a ton of water. My roommate makes fun of me for how often I need to go to the bathroom because I'm constantly drinking water to try and keep my voice hydrated.
Hmm.
And I stream every other day. I don't know how some people stream like 8 hours every single day where they're nonstop talking. I'm like, how are you not killing your voice right now? Because I stream every other day so I can rest my voice for at least one day
Yeah.
and work on stuff in between and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Well,
uh, it's
it's absolutely wonderful talking with you because I just have this feeling that it's going to be a big year for you, and with this coming up, the debut coming up tomorrow, folks need to tune in 2 o'clock Pacific, and we'll have the links in the description for this video, so you can check out what Val's got
cute.
going on. Please come back, and we'll talk some more, especially a little bit down the line once you've got the debut all set up and you've got your secret weapon that you've got planned to take over the world up and ready to go. So
Yeah, I would love to come back. I love yapping. It's my favorite thing.
well, you do a good job with it. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.